girl, in order to save up for her tuition, chose to work part-time as a chef in a wealthy man's home. Seeing how young she was, the butler kindly reminded her, 20 chefs have already been fired this month. But the girl remained confident because she had won a culinary competition. She cooked while dancing in the kitchen, happily preparing delicious food. When the rich man returned home, he threatened to fire the new chef before even taking a bite. The reason was simple. He saw a note in the kitchen teaching him how to eat his dinner. Just seeing that note made him furious. It turned out he suffered from severe OCD. The height of the lamps in his house had to stay perfectly aligned, and every object had to remain in its fixed position. Even being off by a millimeter would drive him crazy. But after tasting the girl's cooking, the delicious food changed his mind. He told the butler to let this chef stay, but warned her she must never put up notes again. The next day, the girl saw a portrait on the wall and assumed the old man in it was her boss. But she was completely wrong. The wealthy man was actually a very handsome young guy. He bragged to his friend about the new chef's cooking and guessed that someone who could cook that well must be a middle-aged lady. Soon it was mealtime again. The girl still thoughtfully left a note reminding him to add sauce before eating the spaghetti. The note was once again tossed into the trash without hesitation. Yet before eating, he still added the sauce just as she had written. Seeing the dining table so empty, the girl placed a pot of green plants to brighten it up and even left a note reminding the boss to water it. The next day, the plant was gone. The rich man even left her a message saying he couldn't stand the house being plastered with notes. So she came up with a brilliant idea. Tie the notes to balloons and hang them in the air. She figured that way the boss wouldn't find anything to criticize. On the weekend, the rich man went to a party with his friends, and the girl happened to be working there as a server. Neither of them knew who the other was. When the girl served him wine, her bracelet accidentally got tangled with his button. She kept apologizing, but the rich man had already run out of patience. He gave a sharp tug, and the bracelet snapped instantly. The girl was completely enraged and accused him of being far too arrogant. The rich man pulled out a large bill, wanting to end the situation quickly, but that only fueled the girl's anger even more. Seeing this, his friend hurried over to intervene and pulled her aside. The next day, a cleaner came to the rich man's house, but because the job requirements were too strict, she quit angrily after just one day. The girl felt her opportunity had arrived, so she immediately found the butler, volunteering to take on the cleaning job as well, and even praised herself for being extremely diligent. In the end, the butler agreed to let her try. Wearing headphones, the girl cleaned while dancing, completely unaware that the boss's luxury car had already parked outside. After entering the house, the rich man first drank some water in the kitchen, then casually took a shower. Suddenly, he heard a noise coming from the living room. Could there be a thief in his home? His heart tightened as he followed the sound to investigate.